Yo,
All right, guys, your main man here, Double H, half hope, bada bing, bada three smacks here again for the next installment of
Hmm.
the football hot. So here we have it right now. This is where we're at, and I was criticized the last time we did a hangout when I proclaimed Man City as Premier League champions. Now let me just check the league table real quick, just so that I can actually reveal why this is in fact over. Man
Can you
City
say
we are
34
like 9 points
points.
clear of the second team.
So basically, Man City have 34 points. United have 36 points. That means City are 8 points ahead of
Oh,
Man
yeah,
United.
8 points, yeah.
it's still over? It's not over because
No, yeah, it's not over, man.
it's
Still,
it's
there's
not.
like 6 weeks.
Okay. So let's play this game. So we can all admit that Tottenham have no chance of the title. Can we admit that?
Yes.
Yeah.
These people that rate Pochettino high, like he's not accomplished anything. The Spurs can play the best football.
Exactly, man.
So
Well,
as
He
far as
still
the
hasn't won
you have
any
to look at
trophy to show for
it's
his
not.
effort.
It is what he has done with what he has. They
but
do
But
has
Double H,
there's no
who
trophy to show
cares?
for it.
He doesn't have a single world class player in his team.
Who cares if you don't win the trophy? He doesn't care if you improve a team or it. All that matters is the trophies. That's the standard. Like
Exactly,
it's
yeah.
the amount of trophies that you win. That's why. Like many would argue Mourinho plays the worst football, but he wins trophies.
Oh no, but
Trophies.
nobody. Very few people are on Mourinho's levels. It's hard to really use him as a comparison because look, that
No,
guy's.
Mourinho's garbage, man.
But my thing is, the only team that have any chance is United, and I don't trust United. I don't think that United.
Yeah, I don't think they're ready.
Yeah, for me, I don't think that they have it in them to be able to go on a long winning run and be able to compete with what Man City have. Because literally, it's only United. Everybody else, Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool, those guys, they're not in the conversation. United, they may be in the conversation, but I just believe that City, they're playing at such a high level.
Nah, but I think Chelsea have a chance
But
if they get out of Europe early. If they like leave Europe in like round of 16, I think they have a chance.
Yeah, because we all agree it's only three teams. City, United, and Chelsea are the only.
Chelsea not in the conversation. Chelsea not in the conversation.
I would put them there because if without like European football, if they get knocked out of the Champions League in round of 16, I think they could challenge.
But the fact that they will at least play in the second one because again, Atletico are not going to go through. So it's going to be them and Roma. So they'll at least in the round of 16. So that will still be a bit of a distraction. But my thing is that they don't have the players and the squad, and I think the loss of Diego Costa is going to harm them. Fact.
Yeah, and this league is far from over, Double H, because I think United.
Over. Look, it's over.
No, United have City. United have City in December. I mean,
I don't.
Juju man, we're losing that game. We're losing that.
No, it's at Old Trafford.
Exactly.
This is what happens.
City lost that game at home.
Wait. City will beat United at Etihad, but it will be a draw. Yeah, I don't think United will beat City at Old Trafford, but I think Old Trafford game will be a draw.
I think we might win that game as well. United play exactly. They suit our style of play.
I mean, Osman. Let's be real here. I'm not too sure whether you can say that.
It's gonna be 5-0 City.
If United have a full strength team, then I look at that. I don't think City can just straight up just beat them. But let's have this debate. And this is the debate of De Bruyne versus Hazard. Now,
Hazard's the better player. De Bruyne in better form.
No.
No, De Bruyne is better overall.
This is what I put out. Chill. Listen, my thing is that as far as who is just technically has better ability, footballing ability, it's Hazard. But who is the all-round better player and better performer? Unless
currently, I would say De Bruyne.
Wait, chill. If you are like influenced by the media hype, then of course you will say, oh, of course it must be Hazard. But if you're actually being objective and you're seeing as how people are performing, De Bruyne is easily the best player in the Premier League. There's nobody playing better than De Bruyne in the Premier League.
Definitely, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Based off of this season, but what Hazard's done over like the past 3 or 4 years have been ridiculous. Basically,
but I'm talking about.
I disagree. I disagree. De Bruyne has been better than him for at least the past 2 seasons. Even when he was at Wolfsburg, look at the numbers. I mean, De Bruyne had more goals, more assists. He had 17 goals
in the Premier League for like 4 years.
This is too much. I'll ask everyone a question. Hazard and De Bruyne are on the market. Which player do you get if you have to choose between one?
De Bruyne.
It's Hazard. It's
Hazard.
No. You think Hazard is a better player?
Why are you laughing? It's De Bruyne because De Bruyne gives me more. Simple. If I'm a manager, De Bruyne gives me playmaking, he gives me passing, he gives me assists, he gives me crossing, he gives me goal scoring.
I mean, that's what Hazard does, the same thing. Only difference is Hazard wins you the league.
Hazard's easy to stop, man.
Hazard doesn't give me the crossing. That's
by the way, guys,
he gives you the He gives you the lead.
I don't think Hazard offers much apart from his creative side.
What FG just mentioned a great point. Hazard has won Chelsea 2 leagues. When De Bruyne wins at least one, we can have this discussion.
But we're talking about this season.
This season is no winning. People are talking as if it's 8 points only. I mean,
it's
8 points.
It's a done deal. It's a done deal. If I had any money to bet, I would bet it all. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Wait. If City lose 3 games, like Chelsea against Chelsea against United,
they're not going to lose 3 games. 3 games from where?
There's no way they're keeping this up. There's no way they're keeping this up.
They're destroying everybody, and their squad is too deep. If Jesus doesn't score, you can bring on a Gary. De Bruyne is scoring. When you have Sterling playing well, that's when you know that this is serious. If you can get Sterling playing well, then it's a whole other ball of wax. So for me, my thing is that. And also, okay, guys, can we all agree that Harry Kane is not world class after his flop against Arsenal?
He is world class.
He's world class.
He is world class.
So we're not going to talk about his flop. So he flopped.
Wait, what do you mean?
His flop? This is the first North London derby he's not scored in.
He why are you laughing?
His record. He has the best record in the North London derby in history.
I need you to believe. I told you, I'm a very harsh critic. I'm one of the harshest critics.
Yeah, I guarantee you, if he was Brazilian, you would rate him highly, though.
Yeah, we definitely. HH would have him like top 2 of all time.
No. Look, I'm very objective. My fact of the matter is that Harry Kane, he didn't score against Real Madrid.
Yes, he did. He's in the first leg.
Arsenal, he flopped. This was a huge game, massive game. Derby.
This is okay.
So he wasn't like.
I'm sorry, you can't be mentioning with world class for at least another season.
Wait, you're telling me a big player can't have a bad game in a big game?
Nah,
I mean, name me one player that never had a bad game.
No, but look, my thing is a Hurricane. He's very good, but I think we need to stop the world class talk.
Of course, he's world class.
We have to.
I don't think he's world class here because it's unfair to put him on like the same bracket as so many players who've been like doing it in the Champions League for so many years.
As Aguero, the Cannibal.
Wait,
no, Aguero. I wouldn't even put Aguero.
Aubameyang flops in the Champions League. This guy flops every year. Same with Aguero. So how?
Are you dissing Aubameyang?
He's not that good.
Dembele gave him a career.
Yeah, the Kane and Aubameyang on the same
level. That's harsh. FG, that was very harsh. That was very harsh.
There are only like a couple world-class strikers left, man. Not many. Mbappe's world-class though.
Mbappe world-class. He is. That's rubbish. That's rubbish.
Wait. Let me ask this though. Arsenal, are they back in the title race?
No chance.
Not really.
They're 20 points behind. I mean,
excuse me? They're like say 20 points?
No, I'm exaggerating. But they're far off.
I think they're like 11 points behind or 12 points behind us already.
These guys are a joke. They're not winning anything. I didn't even know. I forgot Arsenal existed. Like these guys are not winning it. They're so irrelevant. They're not winning anything. It's like
It's just
no, guys. It's not about they are 12 points behind. So
yeah,
that's
that's
all. But look, they have to wait, guys. Let's just be real right now. You know how Liverpool are preaching about, they won 3-0, Salah top scorer, Arsenal, they beat Tottenham. They have the same number of points as Burnley. So, guys, you can laugh all you want. I'm looking at the table right now. 22 points Liverpool, 22 points Arsenal, 22 points Burnley.
oh my god, man, that's crazy.
So, so when you celebrate, that's the thing. Now, let me go to my other big discussion now.
Ooh.
So we've now all agreed that Man City are the Premier League champions.
no.
Yeah.
Can a guy talk? Damn, please. What the hell, man?
I didn't agree. I didn't agree.
Chill. So we've all agreed that City are the Premier League champions, and we're all in agreement that Barcelona are La Liga champions. So
Yeah.
I told Real Madrid, and I warned them, and I warned all the Madrid fans that a draw isn't good enough. Because Barcelona were playing a reject team called Ligali or whatever the hell they're called, some loser team from La Liga. They lubricated them as they do. And Real Madrid, they failed to beat Atletico Madrid. So 8 points behind Barcelona and a team like Barcelona who are not even playing.
No, it's 10 points.
Are you what?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's 10 points. Yeah, I saw today, man.
That's a lie, man.
It's 10
No,
points.
it's actually 10 points.
I mean, who really cares about La Liga, man? It's 2017. No one cares.
Look, that's not my discussion, Jerry. Look, they've already won. Chill. Let me land.
10 points, man.
First of all, no. Two pieces of items. First item is this: Benzema.
He's world
Can we all
class.
agree that he's crap? Good.
No.
Now,
No.
since we are agreement of that,
Benzema's finished.
Nah, he's not.
why does Benzema?
He's so clutch, man. Every season, this is the same thing happens. The same thing happens at like the start of the season where everyone bashes him, and then he comes clutch.
No, you're trolling.
Like February
You're
time.
trolling us, man. You're trolling. Have you seen Benzema? You're trolling.
I'm not trolling, man. Him after like March, May time, around that time.
So
the semi-finals of
you're basically saying that like Benzema will be clutch. I.e., Benzema will score like a winning goal in the Champions League or something like that. Sometime.
Yeah, he will create like 2 or 3 big chances.
I mean, that's not enough. You can't have just one moment for Real Madrid.
I'm sorry, that's unacceptable. But if you're the main striker, you can't just give me link play. I'm sorry, you just can't give me link play. That's the disgrace. You can't give me link play and you can't run like the guy who's overweight.
But then the problem is
he's overweight. He's overweight.
Yeah, exactly. He's supposed to look like Lewandowski, but the man looks. He's big. Like look at Lewandowski's figure. That's Benzema supposed to look like that.
Yeah. The problem is that Real they sold Morata as well.
Zidane, you are actually embarrassing the club because your main striker. This guy runs as if I can actually see his belly moving up and down. And I say, wait a minute, you can't condone this. This is embarrassing. Because
to be fair, Real Madrid don't have
I was watching chase a through ball. This guy took 2 steps and literally he just said, "Man, screw this, man." I was like, wait a minute, you can't have this. Okay, look, we've not dealt with Benzema. Second question: Is this the beginning of the decline of Cristiano?
Bro,
Yes.
we've been
Look, he was always garbage, man.
Look. People have been saying the same thing for the past 2 seasons.
I need this. FG, I need this.
Look. If you watch him play,
always finish.
He's good. He's good.
He looks physically sharp and he's in his best condition so far.
Yeah,
but he's not scoring goal. That's pretty much it.
Like 1.8% conversion rate. Oh my
god. No.
1.8%.
Look. It's Cristiano is still good. The worst season was 2016. That was his worst season. He was so bad.
Yeah, like in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, that was his worst season. He could barely do anything. Yeah, right now he's still good. He's not scoring good.
Yeah,
he cannot find a pass.
When last did Cristiano score?
Against Tottenham.
He scored the winner.
Oh, that's happened. Okay. All right.
Jesus Christ. He's so bad.
Wait, he's a striker. He's a striker.
So
it doesn't matter.
No.
And
he's not bad.
That goal does no. Basically, my thing is this: is that for Chris, like this is the thing that annoys me, and I explained it on my post-match analysis. This dude is regarded as the best player in the world.
The GOAT.
If you're the best player in the world,
man,
I need you to show me over 90 minutes more than a no-look pass in the middle of the pitch that doesn't fall.
Double H. He's 30.
Oh
he's 33. Do you know what R9 was 33? He was fat and finished. That was Maradona retired at 32. Pele retired at 32.
Maradona was snorting.
Cristiano's winning Ballon d'Ors.
Seriously, man, I'll start ejecting guys if he calls Ronaldo, man. Like, look, that's it.
Yo,
I'm giving you a final warning, man. Don't insult.
who even guessed Ronaldo, man? This guy is always doing random flicks in the middle of big games. Why did you do that? I don't understand.
No, basically, man, my thing is that I think that again, like, I was watching that game against Atletico, and I was like, wait a minute, your team needs to win. You need to do something, and what are you doing to really help your team? These step overs that don't do anything, no look passes that don't do anything. How many shots do you need to actually get the ball in the net? This, I think, he takes about 50 shots to one goal or something.
Yeah, but how many chances does he get?
Yeah, exactly.
How many chances does these guys don't have a creative flair? No, he doesn't even get anything.
No, he doesn't.
You know what's
outside the box.
the problem? The problem with him is that he forgot how to get the penalties. They used to get him so many goals. How to dive. He used to.
No.
Penaldo needs to come back. He needs to figure out how to.
I'm telling you, they made a mistake selling James. Isco is not as good as people
What about
think.
Morata? What about? I told you, Morata and James. It's going to bite Real Madrid in the ass, man. It's going to bite them because If you're bringing, look, Asensio, that's my guy. Asensio is a quality player. Vasquez is trash. Let's be real. Vasquez is trash. So if you're bringing on Vasquez to try and save the game, you're screwed. You're screwed.
It's because these guys are in love with Isco. It's like Isco is he's not there yet.
There's no
he's not there yet.
There's no creativity from Isco.
He's shouldering too much responsibility.
No,
he's not that good.
No, the problem with Isco, he hogs the ball so many times and too many touches. Just make the simple pass.
It's just when you can't link up play.
That's his football. If you're bringing in Isco, that's what you're getting. He can't change his game.
Yeah,
he's less direct.
Just too shit to link up with Isco, man. He can't control the ball.
No, see, wait, Osman, stop hating.
I mean, Osman, you don't even watch La Liga, so I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
I watch sometimes.
My thing with because let's be real, I think what has disappointed me the most is that, I mean, Real Madrid's defense of this La Liga title has been very disappointing. I mean, we are not in December 10 points.
It's all about the Champions League. It's all about that.
Madrid are not winning Champions League. It's not happening.
Digimon, careful.
It's not happening. I'm telling you. UEFA won't allow this.
Don't say anything.
This is the same thing that happened the past 2 seasons. They started the season slow. Second half comes, they peaked and they won it. It's the same thing that's going to happen again.
FG, are you telling me that Real will win La Liga this season?
No, La Liga is gone, but they'll win the Champions League.
Again,
Have you seen PSG and Bayern? Have you seen James is playing really good. Have you seen Bayern and PSG? Madrid are not winning.
Bayern not winning anything.
No, Madrid are not winning. These guys are barely beating teams.
That if a ref wasn't paid, the Bayern would have probably beaten Real Madrid. That's what some people say. Not me. Now they've just word on the street.
And now they've
got paid. He got his payment. That's why I was here.
Yeah. And the other thing is now Bayern have added James. They have James now, so it's like
look,
they have James.
Guys, Uncle Heinkes. Look. Let's chill. We'll talk about Champions League after. That'll be the final discussion. Let's quickly look at Juventus losing. So they lost to.
Oh my God!
Basically, so they lost to Sampdoria 3-2. And guys, I think there's something wrong with Italy. Italy is the only country, and it's the only league in which every time and this has been happening since the 90s. Every time a big team is playing and they're losing, they always have a 5 minutes of injury time. And I just said, wait a minute, you can't always have 5 minutes injury time when the big team is losing. Because in the 90th minute, Sampdoria were winning 3-0. And this 5 minutes injury time, and it was 3-2.
Double A's. Last season, Barcelona got 8 minutes extra time when they were losing. I mean, that's how bad La Liga was.
I mean, seriously, this corruption in football is madness. Yeah, but beyond that.
Oh, yeah, but you just remembered me. You just
wait. Sorry. Juventus, are we saying that this is the season where Juventus don't defend their title?
No, they'll win it.
Serie
They'll
A
win
is
it.
so
probably
tough.
still
They're
win
gonna come
that
back.
title.
They'll still win it, even though Syria is so trash.
I mean,
man.
It's a joke.
I mean, Juve were in the relegation zone for like 3 months, and they still won the league. I mean, 4
Syria
points.
won that, man. Yo, how did they even win it, man?
The two leagues that like I'll go back to La Liga. One thing is the ref is paid like Savage
No,
almost
every
he
single ref
almost
in that
Look,
league is
no
let
he almost
talk, Joe.
yeah he almost broke Tony Kroos's leg. Did you I mean ankle? Did you guys see that? And he got a yellow card for that. That should be a 10-game suspension. He literally went starts up and wanted to break his leg. Like
Oh my
I've
God.
never seen that, and then he got a yellow card. I have never seen that. Like he almost broke someone's leg, and this is happening in La Liga
Every
where
single, like,
it's
it's
some of
crazy.
this refereeing decision. I mean, is it fixed or something?
I mean, look, I think sometimes, I think no, definitely. I mean, there are some tackles where I just think that people need to look more at some referees because for me, like Spain have always had the most corrupt referees. Like Spain have the worst referees. Facts. Like I don't know what's wrong with those guys, but consistently Spain just have very, very suspect referees.
I'm glad there's the VAR, like
Next season it's coming.
Glad there's no
can they even afford VAR in Spain? Aren't they suffering from like this whole Catalonia thing? So I don't know if they can afford that technology or something.
Crazy that.
yeah.
So okay, guys. Let's shift now to the Champions League. We're looking ahead to the Champions League now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this Bayern PSG this coming week? Or is that the final week?
The other week, I think.
No. It's a
It's
week.
the-
It's like 2 weeks after.
So what's
Bayern
the
PSG
big game this?
Actually, it's Dortmund, Tottenham, and Barcelona, Juve.
Oh, Barcelona, look. What's
Those are straightforward games.
so yeah.
Except
So
the
No, but
Tottenham
that
Dortmund.
game is huge. I mean,
now
Juve win, they could
so
get
we've
first
obviously
place.
look. I think it's mainly Dortmund, Tottenham.
Yeah, and Juve Bus.
I mean, Atletico.
No, the Juve Barca, there's no point.
Barcelona. So I want to focus a bit on PSG. I want to talk about PSG. So as well know, PSG are completely disrespecting Liga.
Liga was always
Wait,
garbage.
how?
I don't think.
I'm hearing people saying they're not even playing that great. I mean,
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think they're scoring though.
Neymar hasn't even scored a Liga goal in a month.
Liga
Oh
is
no,
so
no, relax.
trash.
He was suspended. He was
even
suspended. He was suspended. He was suspended. Like, and people are targeting players. Oppositions are targeting Neymar. Like every time Neymar has the ball, they have like 3 guys surrounding Neymar. He can't do anything. He just gets every time he gets fouled. He can't do anything.
So my thing is that Neymar knows what the deal is. And Jujuman, you know what the deal is as a very strange PSG fan who used to be a band. but we will move on from that. Neymar, you're not brought in here for Ligue 1 and everything. That's just a side course. The main course is the Champions League, and I'm still not convinced with PSG's credentials. I refuse to put them as favorites until they prove to me that they deserve to be called favorites.
Look, they peaked too early. That's the main problem.
No, they didn't peak.
Let me ask you this.
That's why I don't
Let me ask you
understand
this: Can they play better than what they are now? Can they play
No.
better?
Yes.
Neymar, I don't care about peaking. Neymar knows when he was given a contract, he got told that, bro, you're here for the Champions League. This is why you're signing this contract. So I don't care about peaking. That's not even in the conversation. You are here to win this trophy. This is the most important trophy that you're here for. So for Neymar, he knows that, yeah, basically, Liga is training. Liga is training for the Champions League. So that's just where he just gets.
Such a horrible, horrendous
But the thing is, can't you say the same
Every
thing for
team
Real
just gets
Madrid?
destroyed.
I mean, the La Liga is over for Madrid, so isn't that pretty much training for them?
No. This is like Liga is so easy that this guy. I don't have PSG won. Like,
don't watch the matches in Liga because you will cry. Like what Neymar is doing in some of these matches is frightening. Like literally, it's like playground stuff. Like
It's
he's
like friendly
treating
games.
grown men like kids. He is disrespectful.
yeah, did you see that? Yeah, they actually hit Neymar because they were so mad. They couldn't stop him. He was too good, and they kept fouling him because it's like we can't do anything. He's just too good. And Neymar got sent off for reacting because it's like they were fouling Neymar every time. He can't even touch the ball.
I
He
mean,
was
but
against
let's
the
be real.
Marseille
Like
game.
the one they fought, they played one good opposition in Liga against Marseille, and they drew. They couldn't beat
No,
them.
they didn't.
So
See how Neymar was abused in that game.
doesn't matter.
Like
Doesn't
he was
matter.
just
Doesn't
beaten.
matter. Who
He
No,
was
no,
cares?
no,
beaten
no.
so bad.
That's why we have to wait and we see. Okay, let's look at
One point. One point.
It's okay.
PSG don't have a left back. PSG don't have a left back as far as I'm concerned. Kazawa, like,
Kazawa was garbage.
I don't think I've ever seen him defend like stop anyone.
He's Marcelo 2.0.
Pass
man.
him. They always
Even worse
pass him.
defending.
They don't have, so PSG need to look for a left back. They don't have a left back. They're playing with three defenders.
Well, no,
as far as I'm
I
concerned.
think Kurzawa, he does the job fine enough, but I think the real focus is from Dani Alves. Well, for Kurzawa, his main thing is just to solidify keeping. Basically, it's like that loser, Rafinha for Bayern. Again, he's just there just to make up the numbers and just do the bare minimum. But speaking of Bayern, Uncle Hankes, can he do the impossible and win the Champions League again?
No chance
Bayern.
at all. Bayern are not winning anything apart from the Bundesliga this season.
Yeah, their squad isn't even that good. Like Robin's old, Ribery old. I mean, who
Look,
didn't even
the
midfield?
one thing
except-
is-
Roda,
They
that's
have
a very good player.
Yeah, the one thing is they have the best striker. They have Vidal and James. So and they have a great goalkeeper.
Who's
Like, they
actually
have
by the way?
Yeah, he's out till
Yeah.
April, something like so.
No,
Yeah,
because for me, I think that look, this is a complete. That's why I really, really want to see that Bayern PSG game. That's for me that game. I think because for me that's going to be PSG's toughest test because that's game against.
Yeah, Bayern are gonna win that game, man. Bayern are gonna win.
No. We'll see because again, when PSG faced Bayern under Ancelotti, that was not the real Bayern. This is now the real
Yeah, but-
Bayern.
Yeah, but the one thing is PSG play really well, and like the Celtic pack, the Celtics, the team, the fans say that the PSG play the best football that they have ever seen.
Man, don't mention Celtic in this conversation.
Yeah, but look, if PSG turn, it depends with Emery. Like, because if this guy's turn up, I want to see Neymar like at the Allianz because this guy is so good sometimes.
No, because
he's so good.
But thing is, let me. Does the game even matter? The result? It doesn't even like the Champions League really starts in the second half, so it doesn't even matter. The outcome of this game.
Yeah.
No. It matters in the sense of it's about pride. Bayern are desperate to gain vengeance and avenge that very embarrassing defeat. And for PSG, because you're going to face against the Bayern who are desperate to win because of how they lost, how they got lubricated. For PSG, it's like, okay, now, how are you going to react when you face against a top Champions League team who are playing at a very high level because they're desperate to beat you? That's the key thing. But yes, obviously, it's about the last 16. That is where it really pops off. I remember PSG want to finish top.
Yeah,
but then
this is a must-win game. Must-win game.
PSG could face Real Madrid because Real Madrid, I think, are going to finish that.
No. This is UEFA. This won't happen. In the round of 16, no chance.
And the thing is, this is a must-win game for Bayern because if they don't beat PSG, I don't know who they'll beat because they have to beat PSG. They have to beat PSG. It's a must.
Can't Dortmund beat Tottenham?
No, Dortmund for those guys are useless.
If they beat Tottenham and Madrid wins, I mean they'll go first.
No. I told you, Dortmund are done. Tottenham, it's basically it's clear sailing for Tottenham. They should beat Dortmund and they should crucify Apoel. So it's clear sailing. Now, guys, let's talk about Barcelona. Are we sleeping on Barcelona for the Champions League?
No. They're not great. They're not great. I don't know how they're winning La Liga, but they're just getting results.
Look,
They
I mean,
did
you
the
can say
same.
once one, but Valverde somehow he's winning. Like this is the result. As Jujuman even said earlier on, this is the results business. It's about winning. It doesn't matter how it happens. It's win. Get the 3 points. Get the trophy. Get the medals. That's what Barcelona are doing.
Yeah,
But let's see how they do against Juventus.
No, because Lucho Enrique did the same thing in 2015 when he won the treble. These guys were being outplayed by people, but they just scored. Like it was the front three was scoring every time.
Yeah, that's different. They had the front three, but they don't have the front three anymore.
Yeah, but they were winning. It's like they found a way to win even though they were not playing well.
For me, I think that's to be honest, I mean, I do get what Jujuman is saying. I think there were some similarities to that Enrique year because in that Enrique year, let's be real, it was literally just pump the ball to the front three, they'll figure it out. There was no
they were outplayed.
Like, just get that ball as quick as possible to the front three, they will find a way to score. So they were not really outplaying players. There was no any real rhythm. It was just they were just beating guys by the sheer quality that they had.
Do you remember in the El Clasico against Madrid? Madrid outplayed Barcelona at the Camp Nou off the park, but just won. Like they found a way to win it because the front three players were so good. They beat Madrid even though Modric had like a masterclass. That was Madrid were better than Barcelona. They were winning. That's the scary thing about this Barcelona is they found a way to win.
Yeah, no. I mean, basically for me, I just think that I just think that people shouldn't really sleep on what these guys can do in the Champions League because you look at Dembele's going to come back from injury, and the fact that Messi had one of his best seasons last season that people don't really want to talk about. Like he was extremely good last season, and I think as long as Messi is there and the team is just functioning with the way they are, I think they are much better defensively. I think these guys could really do something. Although, again, for me, Barcelona against a Bayern or a PSG at full strength, I don't know how well they will do against.
Here's a prediction: they won't make semis, quarterfinals max. That's what I think. I don't see them making semis.
So why did you see them making the semis? Though?
There's like so many teams better than them: Bayern, PSG, Madrid, City. I think maybe even United. Who knows?
So what about Man City though?
I think they can go. They can get semis.
No, they're not going anywhere. City, relax. They know because the one thing that's the disadvantage. The EPL doesn't have a break. They don't have a winter break. Pretty hard if teams in Bundesliga get the man and they compete.
He has a squad. He has the best squad. Pep has like the most stacked team in EPL ever. So he'll find a way.
So you're saying that's a lack of a.
Yeah, it's too many games. I think it plays in the disadvantage of English teams. They have too many games. People like
no. How's that a disadvantage? We won Champions League before.
Because look, you know, Fresh. Because Bayern have like a month off, and EPL teams play year round. It's like you cannot, and then you have to face each other. These guys will be fresh. Like it's difficult. It's difficult. They needed at least a break or something because they're going all round, all year round.
That's a myth. That's a myth. Because if you're using that logic, then how come Liverpool, United, all these teams have won the Champions League before without a winter break?
No, Judgment. The winter break, it can be a factor, but I think if your squad is deep enough, then it shouldn't really bother you. So.
And look, City has a huge lead too, so they can lose a couple of games if they want to, and won't like affect.
Huge lead. It's 8 points. It's 8 points. Huge lead. It's 8 points.
I keep telling you, look, the Premier League title race, it's over.
Look, the lead is only gonna get bigger. That's a problem. It's only gonna get bigger
because United are going to lose. I see United dropping more points and losing more games. I don't trust them, especially
before we play City at the Old Trafford, we play Arsenal away, so that's probably gonna be a draw. That's another draw right there.
Pogba is back. I mean, they've won 4-1 with Pogba.
Against Newcastle. Come on, a team could just promoted. So I mean, and I basically look. I'm saying this right now. Man City, I would not be surprised if Man City somehow make the final. If they have
the final, whoa.
FG, let us be real right now.
No, but you know the thing is, I think Pep will be the reason if they don't go to the final, because his away record. I mean, he overcomplicates things too many times.
Yeah, but during big games, he messes up instead of playing simple.
Yeah, exactly. He overdoes it.
For me, I think that the way that this team is playing and the level of their football, I do believe that even if Guardiola tries to overcomplicate things, I just look at their setup, and their setup, I think, can cause any team in the Champions League issues. Because the kind of speed that they have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
this is the only Pep team. They like the wings. Look at the
Yeah.
wings. It's so direct. It's always like
No.
constant
Because
attack.
again, like if you looked at the Bayern, his Bayern team and his Barcelona team, it was very pass.
Yeah. This is
This
just
is one
direct.
team where the passing is still there, but there is more speed involved. There is, and it's a lot faster. The football is a lot quicker.
Look, did you see the KDB second goal against Leicester?
That's
that
amazing.
counterattack.
With his
good
left
lord.
foot, man.
Yeah, the counterattack for that was just unreal.
Yeah, because for me, 'cause none of Guardiola's other teams had this level of counter attack. So you have a team that can keep the ball very well, and you have a team that can break and that can counter attack, and you have a team that has wing play, and a team that's also very quick and very fast.
It's pretty much like Real Madrid. Like they're good with the ball and without the ball. So City are like pretty much the same.
Yeah, but we know this is football, guys. Come on, there's no way City cannot just walk the league and say that's it. They just walk the league, and there has to be some drama involved, either injuries or.
I mean, like I know what you're saying, Juju man, and I hear you, but these dudes, I think this is one of the best starts to a season that we've ever seen from a Premier League team. 11 wins, 1 draw. So I do not understand. I cannot see a team who are playing this level dip all the way down to start losing 2 games in a row, 3 games in a row. That they've just hit a stride where you can't come back down so sharply to start losing. So once you're at this high of a level, it's very difficult to then dip all the way down. It's just not going to happen. What about?
The one thing is we have not seen City react to a loss. Like this when we'll see how tough mentally tough
let
they
me
are.
ask you this: Have they ever trailed in a big game so far? Have they been 1-0 down? Because I want to see how they would react to that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. Because it's like we need to see how mentally strong these guys are. Because it's like when everything is against you.
Man, I think weren't they? I think they were golden against Bournemouth. I think when they played against Bournemouth.
Yeah, but not in a big game though.
Yeah, we need in a big game where they're facing elimination, and they need to do something. That's when we need the true test.
Look, there are still, and Guardiola even said this. He said that there are still tests ahead. That it's not over yet. And he says he wants to see how his team reacts to a rough patch, and how his team reacts to if things get difficult. So we are waiting and we see how that will happen. But like, look, man. I've got my eye on Roma. I think Roma can be another surprise package in the Champions League, because the way that they totally dismantled Chelsea, and how out of nowhere. Because remember, everybody was saying Chelsea and Atletico, they're going to pretty much come through. Atletico have completely just screwed up, and Roma are just playing some beautiful ball. So Roma semis or quarters?
What? No.
Whoa!
No.
Round of 16.
That's what I'm saying. Round of 16.
So round of 16 max.
Yeah.
Because I don't even think there's a point of finishing. There's no difference of finishing first or second. Someone's going to get Bayern, PSG, or Madrid, even if they finish fast.
I mean, yeah.
There's no point.
So, man, let me ask you though. In your honest view and opinion, how far do you think PSG can go in the Champions League this season?
The problem is that defense. If they had a proper defense, left wing back, I think they can go far, because Emery is here only for if Emery doesn't reach that semi, or the final, he's fired. He's out. Quarters is not good enough. He has to. This man is under more pressure than anyone else, because if he doesn't win, this is basically, no one cares about it. Yeah, he can win Liga if he wants and everything. No one cares. If he doesn't win the Champions League, or is either in the semis or finals, he's out.
You don't answer my question. If PSG are fit, how far do they go in the Champions League season? How far do you feel that they will go?
Semis. I'm going semis. Semis. But semis. I'm going semis.
So you don't think they'll make the final this season?
It's that defense. It's that defense that it's something's wrong with that defense.
For me, let's be real right now. It's, in my view, it would be one of the most incredible achievements in football if Neymar, in his first season, inspired PSG to win the Champions in his first season. That would be
He's
ridiculous.
winning a Ballon d'Or. He's winning a Ballon d'Or if that happens.
No. He should win every single award. Forget the Ballon d'Or. It'd be one of the most incredible achievements in football. So I think that is too much of an ask in the first season. So
we almost forgot. We almost forgot to talk about the World Cup. After this, like Italy not making it. I don't think we talk.
Yeah. Okay. Look,
this is actually a good thing. Thank God they're not in it.
I think for Italy, they deserved this. And the reason why Italy deserved this is they got too cocky and overconfident. First of all, that's Tavecchio, the Italian president. He's actually a racist. That's the first thing. Second thing is that Ventura is actually his friend. Like, he's his mate. So when you hire your friend to do something and your friend pretty much craps to the bed, you'll be like, well, let's keep going. It doesn't really matter. So that for me is the real issue here, is that you've allowed your friend just to keep on going when this guy should have been sacked a long time ago. But let's be real, despite all of that stuff, I think it is shocking and disgraceful that, because this is the worst Swedish team I've ever seen in my life. I've been watching Sweden since 1994, and this is by far the worst Swedish team that I've ever seen.
No, what 2014. 2014. Sweden was bad in 2014, I think. They were
not as bad as this. In 2014 with wait.
Latin.
No. Wait. They weren't in the World Cup in 2014.
In qualifiers, when Portugal beat them.
4-0
or something.
They still had Ibra, so they were average. This team literally, like, again, the only play they have is Forsberg, but I thought they were a little bit slightly better in 2014, just a little bit better. But I don't know. This team, nah.
What's his name? De Rossi should not have talked to. But he was pointing at Insigne as if the coach didn't know what he was doing. Like he wasn't supposed to do that. I had a problem with that because he was pointing to.
No, but come on, in his defense, there's like De Rossi was like. Because I think basically there are many elements to that. Like, first of all, De Rossi is right. It's like you shouldn't be bringing me on. But beyond that, I understand what you're saying is that you're a player. Shut the F up and just go on the pitch if you've been asked to train. But
yeah, because
but the things are we're now learning about the dynamics in the dressing room. The fact that the senior players had a lot of control and he lost the dressing room. That's the key thing. Ventura lost the dressing room. And once you lose the dressing room and you allow the senior players to have more control over you, then it's anarchy. And the manager is to blame for that. Because as a manager and a coach, it is your job to always have control of the dressing room.
True. And why is Donnarumma not starting? Buffon has been finished for like the last 4 years since Alaba scored from the midfield or nearly the midfield. Buffon has been finished.
This thing about Buffon is that I respect Buffon. Again, Buffon is one of the legends in the game. His career is absolutely amazing. You cannot allow sentiment to cloud clear judgment. Buffon had no business being Italy's number one keeper for this long. Because if Donnarumma was in goal, maybe he saves that shot in the first leg that Sweden had. Maybe he does because Donnarumma is young and has quicker reflexes. Buffon has made some good saves, but let's just be real. He's not the Buffon of Parma or the early Juventus days or 2006 Italy, when he was without a doubt the best keeper in the world. So I think that it's really a case of where you have to look, again, I respect Buffon and it's sad that it's had to end like this, but I think for people, let's be real right now, okay? Again, I just heard this going into the game that apparently Buffon made himself unavailable for the Juventus game because he was dealing with depression. He was basically too sad and he was too unhappy because of Italy's. Because he had heartache because of Italy's exit of the World Cup.
He's finished. He wasn't even supposed to be on that pitch.
He needs to grow up. I mean, I mean, these things happen. You can't always make the World Cup.
Especially
Yeah, I mean,
if you know
for me, like,
you know. Yeah, but especially if Buffon knows he's among the worst players in Italy. I mean, I don't know.
whoa,
He's the main reason. He's one of the main reason they didn't qualify. I mean, if they had a proper goalkeeper,
no,
maybe
no,
Donnarumma would have
man.
saved them.
I mean, I can't go that far, man. I think there are many other elements. But look, all I'm going to say is, and I'll leave it. I just think that for Italy, it's a case of where they have to start from ground zero. They've got to reset, and I think by resetting, maybe they will get back to the top. But yeah, this for them is a blessing in disguise. All right, guys, peace, peace, peace.